In the small hillside village of Bethany, where olive trees whispered in the wind and the road to Jerusalem shimmered with dust and prophecy, there lived 3 siblings whose home was often bright with holy conversation. Martha the diligent, Mary the contemplative, and their brother Lazarus, gentle of spirit and warm of laughter. They were dear friends of Jesus Christ, not merely followers in a crowd but companions at table. In their house, bread was broken with affection, questions were welcomed, and truth sat comfortably beside humor. It was a place where heaven felt near. Then illness crept in like a shadow at dusk. Lazarus grew weak. The sisters, steady yet afraid, sent a message. "Lord, the one you love is sick." It was less a report than a plea wrapped in faith. Yet Jesus did not rush. 2 days he remained where he was. To impatient eyes, delay looks like neglect. But wisdom often walks at a pace mystery demands. "This sickness will not end in death," he said, as if reading the final page before the story's middle had even unfolded. By the time he reached Bethany, Lazarus had been 4 days in the tomb. 4 days, long enough for hope to loosen its grip. Martha met him on the road, grief and confidence wrestling in her voice. "Lord, if you had been here." Ah, the sentence of every wounded heart. Jesus answered not with apology but revelation. "I am the resurrection and the life." Not merely a teacher of hope, but its very source. Wisdom stood before sorrow and spoke eternity into it. Mary came weeping, and the mourners wept with her. And there, before the sealed stone, Jesus wept too. Not theatrical tears, but holy ones. For love does not stand aloof from pain, it enters it. Then with the calm authority of one who names the stars, he commanded, "Take away the stone." Objections rose, practical, reasonable, sensible. Death has its protocols. But faith sometimes requires the courage to move what fear insists must remain closed. He prayed not for power but for witness. And then with a voice that once called light from darkness, he cried, "Lazarus, come out." Silence held its breath, and from the shadowed mouth of the tomb emerged a figure wrapped in grave cloths, blinking into astonished sunlight. Death had answered to its master. Gasps turned to awe. Mourning dissolved into marvel. Some believed at once, others calculated consequences. For resurrection is never neutral, it demands a response. Lazarus stood alive again, a living parable that delay is not denial, that love is stronger than decay, and that the author of life writes endings no grave can edit. Thus in Bethany, hope stepped out of a tomb, and history would never be the same. Thank you.